Since a few of you said that you enjoyed the fact that I opened with a poem a few weeks ago, I thought this video is inspired by Thanksgiving, so I'd write a short poem about a few of the things that I'm thankful for. Okay. I'm thankful for my family that blessed me with their love, and to the ones no longer here, I'm thanking you above. I'm thankful for the nights I get to lay in my warm bed, so grateful to the ones that kept a roof over my head. I'm thankful every morning I get to see a brand new day. So many things I'm thankful for, like being here with you today. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Chic Can Cook. Like I said, this video is inspired by Thanksgiving, so I thought, what better recipe to do than to make a pumpkin pie. Last year, we had a few friends that we met, and they were from America. And because they were going to be over here for Thanksgiving, I thought I'd learn how to make a pumpkin pie for them. And I mean, they said they liked it, so. But honestly, since then I've made it a couple times and it tastes really good and it's so easy to do. So I'm excited to share it with you. But before we continue, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on your notifications. Let's go. Okay, so all we're going to need for this recipe, we're going to need 1 tin of pumpkin. So you can use any brand, it's up to you, but I've got 1 tin of pumpkin here. We're going to use 300 grams of carnation, or should I say evaporated milk. Any evaporated milk. I've got a low fat one here, but we're only going to use 3/4 of the tin, so that's about 300 grams. I've got here 2 tablespoons of condensed milk. I've got 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, half a teaspoon of salt. I've got here my pumpkin spice mix that you can, if you want the recipe for that, I'm going to also write it in the description, but you can see me make it in one of my previous videos as well, the pumpkin spice oatmeal raisin cookies. 2 eggs. I've got here 100 grams of granulated sugar, 100 grams of brown sugar, and 1 pack of shortcrust pastry. And that's it. Okay, so I would usually be using a pie sort of tray, but I've only got one. And because with this recipe, we have to put it in the oven for 1 hour, and then we take it out and let it cool for 2 hours. I made one earlier, which I'm going to show you, and that one's already occupying the pie tin. So for now, we're going to be using this. You can use whatever you like. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is place our shortcrust pastry. So I've got sweet shortcrust, got a ready-made one. You can make your own pie crust from scratch if you like, but this is just going to make it a lot easier. And we're going to place this inside our baking tray. Doesn't matter what it looks like inside, might look a little bit ugly. That's absolutely fine, because once the pie mixture goes inside, we're not going to see any of that. Okay, so now all I'm going to do is just place a few little holes. This isn't 100% necessary, but this just lets the air out as it bakes, just slightly. And that's ready. I'm just going to pop this aside and get started on our pie mixture. So the first thing I'm going to do is add in our sugars. Now I'm just going to add in our eggs. Okay. Now, at this point, we're going to add in our salt, our vanilla essence. Okay, I'm going to add in our pumpkin. Okay, at this point, all I'm going to do is add in our pumpkin spice. So like I said, you can find this in my pumpkin spice oatmeal raisin cookies, that video. So I'm going to be using 3 heaped teaspoons of the pumpkin spice, and you can use a little bit less if you like, but I like the flavor, so. Now I'm going to add in our condensed milk. 3/4 of a tin or 300 grams of the carnation milk. So I used to call it carnation, of the evaporated milk. And it's all done. The only thing to do now is pop it into our pie dish. I'm just going to pour it inside. And all we're going to do now is pop this into the oven. So we're going to pop it into the oven for about 15 minutes at 220 degrees, just so that the actual crust can cook a little bit and brown. And then we're going to turn that right down to 180 degrees and leave that to cook for 45 minutes. So let's go. Okay, so like I said, this is the one that I made earlier. It's the same exact thing. All it is just in a fancier pie tray. But this went into the oven for 1 hour and it's been cooling for about 2.5 hours. So at this point it's perfect and ready to eat. But because I'm extra, I'm going to top it with a bit of Biscoff. Unnecessary, but I'm going to. You can leave it here, eat it here, or you can top it with whatever you like. Maybe some whipped cream, completely up to you. So I'm just going to top mine with Biscoff, like I said. Biscoff and a little bit of cream. And there you go. This is ready. I'm just going to pop it into the fridge for about 5 minutes just to let the Biscoff harden up slightly, and then we're going to cut it and we're going to do the taste test. So let's go. And there you have it, our pumpkin pie. Now, like I said, this has just been in the fridge for about 5 minutes just to harden up ever so slightly because of the Biscoff that I've added on top. We're ready for the taste test. All I'm going to do is cut a little slice and cut through. Okay, so now we're ready for the taste test. I'm just want to show you the slice here. This. I want to see that. Yes. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys, honestly, that tasted so good, and the Biscoff just as usual. But as you guys saw, this was such an easy recipe to follow. So I hope you guys try this recipe. I hope you guys like this video. Give it a subscribe, or should I say subscribe to my channel, and please comment down below what you guys thought of this recipe, any suggestions for future videos. I love to read the comments. Also, don't forget to check out my Patreon. I'll have that link down below, how you can support me there. But for now, for those of you celebrating next week, I hope you have a wonderful, actually I feel like it'll be this week by the time I post it. For those of you celebrating this week, I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I hope you guys are all staying safe and taking the necessary precautions. And I'll see you guys in a new video next week, Tuesday. Bye guys.